For centuries, writers have employed printed methods to organize projects, such as recipe cards. This allows easy sorting of ideas and information, but it can get unwieldy as you get into longer and larger projects. Earlier in this course, we suggested using software like Evernote, EndNote, DevonThink Pro, and others to manage projects. It can also be helpful to sign up for cloud storage services. I'm particularly fond of Dropbox.com to keep all my documents, including very large data or video files, safe and organized in folders. If you update a Word file and save it, Dropbox will sync that version of the doc or docx file to the cloud. And you can actually load up another computer. Let's say you save the file on your home computer, and then you go an hour later to your office computer, and that new version will be there for you. Every once in a while, I hear of a PhD student whose computer died and the person lost everything. They lost all their writing, all their research. Well, if you've got everything in Dropbox, you never have to worry about that, because if your computer dies, it's still up there in the cloud service. Another way to organize a project, another piece of additional software, is something that I really like and recommend called Scrivener. Microsoft Word, which almost all of us use, is a linear word processor where it goes page after page in the exact order that you've written it. Scrivener works a different way. So you write in little chunks, maybe a paragraph, maybe a couple of pages, you give it a name, and that name shows up in a list down the left side of the screen. So as you build your document, you can see the overall outline of it or structure down the left side of the screen, and you can click on any of those names and move parts around instantaneously. I like this software because I can see the whole project. Even if I've got a 200-page book in there, I can see the overview of it every time I look at the screen. Scrivener also has a snapshot feature where you can take a snapshot of a version of your paragraph, change it, and then you can see both the new one and the old one in case you ever want to go back. If you're looking for a more low-tech option, you can do one thing that I did in my dissertation writing. And at one point, when I didn't have Scrivener, I was just using Word, I actually couldn't envision the whole project. So instead, I printed out every single page of it, probably talking 80 pages at that point. And I even cut out every paragraph into its own slip of paper. And I taped those slips of paper to a big couple of walls that I had in my bedroom. And then I just stood there on my 2 feet and read the whole thing, looked at the overall structure of it, and I started moving pieces around. So I would pull off some of those taped pieces of paper and move them elsewhere. This is extreme structural editing. Scrivener is a little bit easier, and I would use that now to make those kind of large changes.